Welcome back to another episode of Broke Premiere, guys. A lot has happened since the last episode, and I think you just saw that we finally got this baby in. Now, what I didn't tell you guys was when I was at the auction that this thing didn't start immediately. I ended up having to call one of the guys with the jump packs, and it kind of started making me realize that I wish I had one of those portable jumper packs. Just because, as you guys know, I'm not that patient and waiting for the guy for 20 minutes to come back with the golf cart and the jump pack after someone else was using it to get it to me. I just wasted so much time that I could have looked at another car, maybe even two more cars. At that time, I thought, I'm going to buy one of these jumper packs I keep seeing everybody on the YouTube channels get. But when I went to go look at them, they were like $100, $110. And that right there is why I needed the battery jumper. But at $100, I thought, that's a bit steep. I already have jumper cables. I don't really need it. But thanks to this episode's sponsor, they could not have come at a better time. Top Don reached out to me literally like right after I got the car here, and we've been in kind of talks ever since, and they asked if I wanted to work with their trickle charger. And I thought, I already have a trickle charger, don't really need another one. And then I asked them, do you guys have any jump packs? Because I really do need a jump pack. They asked me, what kind of size vehicles do I typically work with? And I kind of told them, basically anything you can imagine, all the way up to diesel trucks, kind of V8s, maybe even a V10 one day I might end up, I don't know, I might end up using it. So they sent me over their JS 1200 model, which is a jump pack that comes with not only the jump cords that just kind of plug right into the top pretty dang easily, but then lets you know when it's ready. I think you guys heard before, when you hook it up reverse, it gives you a giant alert sound before you try to jump the car so that don't fry your system. I mean, it says it right on the box, it comes with 1200 peak amps. It's got a 10,000 milliamp hour battery package, which is pretty dang impressive for this small little device. But on top of that, it also gives you the reading for the amount of battery life that's left. But that's kind of just a start. What I really liked about these guys is, God forbid I ever get stuck on the side of the road and I have this thing, it comes with chargers for your cell phone. So if your cell phone's about to die and you're trying to call for AAA or anything, at least you have something to charge your phone quick and get a call out for an emergency. It then comes with a charger port that you can literally just hook up to your computer or your little brick to your cell phone charger. And then the last really nice part is that it comes with a nice LED light. So when you're stuck in the dark and you're trying to jump your car and you can't see anything, you have a nice bright light to do that with. It comes with a strobe to alert people. Not to mention it comes with the SOS flash. So if a cop ever passes, they know to stop and give you some help. Top Down says that this particular pack should be able to get up to 25 jumps per one charge. That's incredible. I imagine even if you're jumping like a V8 diesel, you probably can still get a good 12 jumps after that out of this thing. That's an amazing amount of power out of this little package. So I truly am excited to bring this thing to the auctions and be able to jump my own cars and save literally 20 minutes at a clip checking out some of these cars. And the best part is this thing comes at literally almost a fraction of the cost of some of the ones that I was looking at. I'm sure you guys have seen the one with the LED with the 100% and the nice pretty thing on there. These things go for like $110 to $125 when I was looking into them. And I just couldn't make it work in my head to spend 110 or 120 bucks when I have jumper cables just across the way here. And whether we ended up working together or not, I decided I was going to buy these guys just based on the reviews that I saw on Amazon alone. I think it had like 602 on this, and it's like over 4.5 stars. So a lot of people loved it. A lot of people relied on it. So I figured I think the price was like $64.99, maybe $69.99. I just couldn't beat it when the next up competitor was at 110 or 125. I was saving like 40 to like 55 bucks. I just couldn't beat it. But now, thanks to Top Don sponsoring this video, they've given me a link that should be good for at least the next week to get this thing for $41.99, if not even cheaper with the promo code, especially if you have the Amazon Prime package. I think you might even get a little bit more. So make sure to check out the link below. I don't think you can beat $41.99 for these things. I don't think you can get jumper cables cheaper than $41.99 at this point. At least not anything quality that's not going to burn up. Literally, I've had a few. So make sure to check down the link below. If you end up buying one from these guys, make sure to get over there in the next week so that you can get the $41.99 price, if not even lower, in support of Top Don sponsoring this video. If you do end up getting one, please leave a nice 5-star review and let them know that Broke Premiere sent you guys. Now, I'm sure some of you guys are noticing some nice white walls, and you probably noticed some things have moved around, and that is because I have totally redone the garage. There's new lights, all the walls are painted, there's shelves, there's a lot of work that was done. And the major thing I realized is I need to stop watching YouTube videos with fast up clips like the one you're about to see. That's going to be about 2 minutes, maybe up to 6 minutes of 11 days worth of work that was put into this garage, because because when I see them, I thought I could do all of this in a day, maybe 2. That was a legitimate thought that I had in my head when I started doing this, and I could not have been more wrong than I ever was saying that statement. So yeah, these next clips will be the whole entire transformation of this garage. I didn't make it a whole video. I didn't want to put it in last week's video because I know some of you guys don't really care for the remodeling. Some of you guys love it. So I figured I'd make a nice little 2, 3, maybe 6-minute clip. I don't know how long yet. So check it out. Hope you guys enjoyed that. It was brutal. My body has not been this sore in I think since I did landscaping at like 17 years old. I've never been this sore. Every piece of my body was aching last night. Every single piece. I've never felt inflammation like that in over a decade. It was crazy. But I'm very happy with the results. So I hope I don't hear any more about lighting from you guys. This is supposed to be 40,000 lumens. I don't know if that's accurate. They are Harbor Freight brand. But I tell you what, if I turn them off, this is the light I used to work with. The white walls definitely help the reflection and give some light, but I don't think it's anything like having all 4 of these babies on. The next thing, all the shelves. I ended up building at least 5 layers. I was gonna throw another one over there, but I figured it would eat up most of the light. They're 16 inches deep, and the whole point I did this was so that I could stack everything that comes out of the car onto here in sections and not lose everything. These bottom boards, 2 of them, I think 16 inches apart, are supposed to hold 1,200 pounds. Might be a BS statement, but I did sit on them in one of the scenes and they held me, and I'm a good 250, and they were 32 inches apart. So this is only 1/2-inch plywood, and I put little 1x2s underneath it that aren't really doing much for it. So if that can hold me, I'm content throwing a cylinder head on there and feeling that it's gonna be okay and I don't have to worry about it. Got the bottom part of the box. I moved the majority of all the tools, all the tester kits, everything into this thing, so it no longer needed to be in all the little studs that I had over there. The other thing I did is I ended up raising this workbench so that I could shove our trash receptacles out of the way. It is pretty high. It's up there. I mean, this is my arm comfortably relaxing on it, and I'm 6'4". Of course, I ended up sheetrocking, painting everything. I ended up building a vent system out of sheetrock because it was way cheaper than actually buying a vent system. It goes from down here, directs the air all the way up to a little vent spot up there where I'm going to attach that aluminum hosing. Point of this is eventually I will send air all the way up to the top so that when I create a nice vacuum, I can pull cool air to the top, pull all the hot air out of the garage on hot days like today. I'm sweating like crazy. The other thing is I'm gonna create a valve system so that I can close that hot air and then send directional air back to about here, where I'm going to put a little filter and have a nice downdraft into here so that I can paint without getting trash all over this thing. Of course, I'll put plastic up and everything when it comes time. That might honestly be next week sometime. Not quite sure how quick I can get to it. This thing needs a lot of work. So I think the first thing I'm going to do on this right now is I want to disconnect the battery and start taking out the seats, all the plastics that are holding in the rug and the carpet, probably vacuum up a little bit because I want to get that carpet out, and hopefully the seats to shampoo and even run that carpet down to the car wash and spray clean. Okay, so I got all the seats out. I got the back like carpet out, and this thing reeks. I'm like almost convinced this was a smuggler's car if there weren't like remnants of smoked substance left in it, because that wouldn't be smart as a smuggler. But it stinks in my garage right now. But the next thing I want to do is to vacuum all this crud out, try to get this to look semi-decent and smell a little bit better, get all the trash out of the back, and then just kind of see where everything is at. It looks like they had a lean cup in here. This was a little party wagon for sure. Anyway, I'm gonna get started. See you guys in a bit. Okay, so I'm not sure if part of that video was not recorded. I kind of forgot whether I hit record during a certain spot or not, but basically I took out the rest of the back and ended up vacuuming everything up. It's still pretty disgusting, still smells really bad, but I'm starting to feel a little better. But basically I took out all these plastics because they needed to be removed. I need to replace them. In fact, on the condition report from when I bought this car, they showed this as broken and as one of the issues. Need to replace those along with everything else that you've probably seen in the car. Right now, what I would like to do is to start taking off all these plastics, center console, those plastics, so that I can actually try to take this whole carpet out, bring it down to the car wash the crud out of it like 6 times, hopefully get a lot of the scent out, but mostly the stains. I mean, that's brown, and that's supposed to be black. If you look at the back seat, it's more towards the color of what it's supposed to be, but still pretty disgusting. So anyway, I'm gonna start yanking out all these plastics. Hopefully I can get this done. Okay guys, I don't know what is actually getting caught by this camera. It keeps overheating and turning off. I don't even know if you saw everything that just happened. If you did, then you just saw me bust my nose wide open. I thought I broke it, if you can't tell. I got a big old gash, probably about 3/4 of an inch across the top of my nose right now from pulling off the shifter, hit myself in the face. Heard a little click. I thought I snapped my nose. I might have just kind of broke the cartilage a little loose, but it's solid. It's not moving. So anyway, I then was going to continue trying to finish the car, but then I realized the camera was overheating and I don't even know if it caught that. So I think it's time to just call it this episode. It's hot out. I'm sweaty. I can't wait to take a shower, and I have to edit this thing and get it out for you guys to watch. It's already 6 p.m. I'm not even going to be able to start editing till 7. Now I got to deal with this. It's going to be a long night. So next week, I am going to finish taking this thing out, go wash it, go to the junkyard, get parts for this thing, hopefully start to paint it if we can get that far. Anyway, until then, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you next time. Later, guys.